What's going on here? Wow, Gremlins tonight. Why isn't it coming up, man? Oh, this is a pain. Aha. Here we go. Yay! It's working. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to see if I can... I can't change the title or anything of the video. I'll have to do that after. Anyway, how's it going? Oh, I'm going to cancel the sound because that's crazy. Yeah, it works! Wicked. So, let me see. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Sorry about the little cock up just then. But we're starting something new. So, hello to Charlie, A Human, Wildling Prepper, Michael DePaul, Jim Northbound, Ed Davis, Carlos, alright son, Ronin, All Good in the Hood, Mark, Beard, Stuart, Lonen. That makes me feel good seeing all this, you know. Wicked. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, I think we'll just wait for a few more people to join the chat. Oh man, I can't believe that happened earlier. Maybe I should have tried something different, but it's a bit late now. Let me see if I can click a thumbs up. Yep, gone up to 6. Awesome. Yo from up north, Carl Warpy. Awesome. Let me see. This is great having on the laptop, you know. I can see everything on it now. Beats having just the phone. Hey, wicked. All good in the hood. Right, yeah, that's important. Can you let me know what the audio and visual is like? Is the picture clear? Is the sound clear? That would be good if it was. Let's have a look. You're among friends, fella. Appreciate that, dude. Seriously. You like the new patch? Yeah, Lee's got them in the shop. It just come in today. Loads of people. Oh, God bless. Look at that. I've got my first moderator. Metallic Reality. Hey, honey. How's it going? Long time no here. Trishy Wishy. Oh, I know that is. That's the one with about 15 bloody different names online. I know you are, no? Right, sound and picture clear? That's good. That's all I need to know, really. Happy days. Also, so welcome aboard, everybody. Good to see you all. If you haven't done already, if you can hit the thumbs up, that'd be cool. Subscribe if you're new to this, so you don't miss out on any more uploads. Every now and again, very rarely, but I just do an off-the-cuff live stream without any notifications. I've done 2 today, all right? And don't worry, I didn't miss much. It was just setting up this whole new setup. So people who are watching my live streams usually come on board and they'll see this. A completely different setup. And yes, we're in a 12 by 12 command tent, probably in the middle of nowhere. We've got the birds singing outside. We got okay internet, so who would have guessed it, eh? Laptop, a desk, notes, drinks, smokes. The whole thing is rock and roll. That's really cool. That's made me so happy. Audio is good. That's important. Yeah, I know. I saw the message earlier on Signal, but let me say this to everyone, right? People who have been sending me messages on any medium, okay? Sometimes I can read them. Most of the time I can't. But the ones I can read, I can't really reply. I've just got a buffering wheel because my internet's so bad. So it's not me being rude or being horrible. It's just literally I cannot reply. When I'm at work in work hours, I've got full internet, but obviously I'm working, so I can't really do much about that. When I'm home, I'm literally nothing. Okay, I've had 6 months now without internet. Now, can you imagine how you would feel 6 months without being able to go online? Something breaks, you need to check it out on YouTube or something. Can't do it. We need a confirmation to affirm your account. Click on the link. Can't do it. It's so frustrating. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. I did manage to get a bracket up on the roof. I've got all of my dish wired up. I connected it all onto my laptop. It wasn't working out very well. I decided to get £10 top up on a Vodafone SIM card. I put the SIM card in there, and guess what? it had 50 meg of data, and that got used up. I think it was someone who was chatting to me on Signal, and it just wiped all of the data, so I got no data at all. So I need to try and find a SIM card which I can just put X amount of data on rather than voice and text, because I don't need them doing the internet. So I've got a good friend of mine coming to help me real soon to get that set up. Now I'm going to pray that he can get it working, and if he gets it working within a week or two, I'll have internet at home and I'll be doing live streams loads. I'll be doing videos loads. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of that long hard road. So I apologise to anyone who's been trying to contact me, and I'm just not replying. I'm not being rude. It's not me. I just can't. Okay, so I'm really sorry, but it is what it is. So let me see. Fiona M, sorry I'm late. You ain't got to apologise. I'm not even started yet. I'm just, bloody hell, it's temperature's dropping. It's cold. So yeah, we're just getting things moving around. People are coming on board. Saying hello to a few people. Webby 10, Road to Glory. Good to see you back live. Awesome. Troy's Outdoors. Roy Dalton. Slim. Matt the Vape. Vape. Oh god. Oh, what's this? Is it worth buying a bushcraft knife with the way the law is? Could you carry your backpack, or is that still legal? Personally, I carry whatever I want. I don't be silly about it. I'm okay because I'm out in a rural area, a rural environment. Okay, I carry a knife everywhere I go. I don't go in pubs. If I go to the supermarket, the knife stays at home. Okay, so I carry a knife everywhere. But if you're in an urban environment, it's completely up to you what you do. I can't really advise on that. I've lived 30 years without internet before. Yeah, you try it in this day and age. God, everything's online. Oh, yeah, I've got someone called Memo Vox. It looks like Skal. I guess it's Norwegian. I don't know what that means. Slave to no man. Greetings. Hello, brother. Good to see you, John. Great to see you in the chat, man. Let me see. It's all looking good. Salty Soldier. Very nice. The Bug Out Shop. Hello, Lee from up top. There's Lee there up in his multi-million-pound mansion up the top of the mountain there. Ben Reese. Evening, lad. You're out, lad. Yep, so it's all good. People are coming on board. It's great to see all of these messages on the screen. It's so easy rather than just on the phone. So what have we got now? 10 minutes. Yeah, we've been waffling a little bit, but guess what? People are just coming into the bar and putting up a chair and having a pint. Absolutely. Best place to find my crossbow without knowing someone with large private lands. Here at the Bug Out, mate. We got a crossbow range literally just there to the left of me. All right. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come up anytime during the week, and if we're around, we'll let you use it. It's not a problem at all. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. That really helps, actually. Carlos saying hi to Lee. That's wicked. So yeah, the live stream's called R at the moment because I had to cancel the planned one for some reason. It wasn't coming up, but I might have figured out how to do that since then. So maybe next time I'll get it licked. So loving the jacket. Where can I get one? Oh, do you know what? I've had 20 plus messages about this jacket, smock. All right. I brought this back in 2012. Yeah, 2012. Got it off eBay. There was a woman who was making them, and it's called Zara Industries. That was on the label. Okay. I brought one, loved it, and I think it was about a year later. Guess what? I wore it in a few videos, and people saying, "Where'd you get that smock from? Where'd you get it from?" So I said, okay, so what I did is I went back and found the original eBay purchase, and I contacted the seller, and yeah, it was sad news. The woman who was making them died, so she no longer makes them, obviously. So what there is out there is what there is out there. Arctis, they do a green smock. They're very expensive and very hard to find now. They're about £200 or something. This cost me 50, and it's a great bit of kit that does me well. I don't mind getting it mucked up because it's cheap, so you know. Got my crossbow bolts today. Thanks, Bug Out Shop. Hey, awesome. I remember packing those the other day, actually. I'm glad you got them nice and safe. From the Sussex, was that from Sussex on the coast? Ah, Sussex, whereabouts? I lived in West Sussex for a little bit, place called Bosham. Very nice part of the world that was. So yeah, that's all good in the hood. I'm glad to see everyone. Steve Clark. Um, if we don't accept the digital, we got to be careful about being a bit political in here as well, because if there's a certain amount of words in the chat and words that I say, it's happened before, right? No joke. The video just got pulled. Boom, it gone. But I think they stopped doing that because people were getting really angry about the whole live stream just getting cancelled. But what they do is they just demonetize the whole platform. Okay, so any super chats that people have been getting, any ad revenue that the little bit of money that I do get from that will all be gone if people keep saying fishy words, and I don't want to say them. That's how crazy it is, all right? So a lot of people are clued up, and they sort of you can type things in a funny way. So I becomes one, okay, and an at looks like an A. You know what I mean? If you really want to spell something out which you feel could be flagged by the algorithm, you know, be creative. Don't just be silly and ask a point blank question which could jeopardize the whole live stream. Okay, just letting you know. Here we go. SAS Wildman 1%er. Friday night around the fire watching funky talk. Very nice, very nice. Webley 10 Road to Glory. I like it when you incorporate what is really going on in the world using code words. Yes, exactly what I just said. You know, you've got to be so careful. Those who are awake would understand fully what I'm saying. Those who are asleep or waking up might struggle a bit. So you just have to bear with me. And in time, when you get it, you'll understand. But, you know, you have to learn to walk before you can run. But maybe in your case, you need to crawl before you can walk. Okay, so just bear with us all, you'll get it. Howdy from Vermont, USA. Oh, wow. That's cool. See, look, if you look at the blue line -204, look what he said there. I've got the issue, but look how he spelt it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Anyone new to all this, and you want to type in something which you feel could be a bit provocative in what's going on about getting deplatformed, have a look at that comment there. That'll teach you what I'm trying to say. Right, that's cool. Looks like a very sturdy laptop. What are the specs? Oh god, it's about 10 years old. It's a gaming laptop. I wanted something really good for editing my YouTube videos, okay? It's an Asus. I can't remember what model number it is, but yeah, it's a great bit of kit. The only thing is the keyboard's crap. I need to get it into the menders because I'm typing away and only half of the things come up. So yeah, I need to get the keyboard fixed. Anyway, hope all is well. Gary, RGJ, hello man. Gary, please, are you coming to the prepper meet this year? I'll miss my annual cuddle, mate, seriously. I hope you do, Gaz, serious. Here we go, Metallic Reality. Just spotted Gary in the house. Awesome. Chris, great to see you too. Smiley333, evening from Ireland. I guess that's Southern Ireland, yeah? Awesome. Is this an emergency live stream? This is a Q&A live stream. But yeah, every day is an emergency, unless you're asleep. Sam Fazers, hey Funky. All good. UKP. Evening. Was it L Croc? Greetings from the below Sutton. Cav's Customs. There's a moderator. So we've got a couple of moderators on here now. We've got 3 now. Okay, so if anyone wants to start going political, talking about, you know, the bad agenda and all that sort of stuff, and anyone bashing anyone, being nasty, we want to keep it a nice, peaceful, respectful, grown-up live stream where we can all interact and learn. That's what I'm hoping to achieve, and also have a bit of a laugh along the way. Okay, so respect. Rob Phillips, RDP Project, all good. Gaz Lino, Carl Warpy, Brendan Allen. Yeah, cool. Gary RDJ, I'm gonna have to scroll up. Did you say you're going to the prepper meet, or didn't you reply? No, he didn't reply. I guess he's not going. Oh, that'd be horrible if he don't go. Lee C, thanks for your donation earlier, buddy. I really appreciate that. That's cool. The Apocalypse Chronicles, Operation R. Oh my god! I just got kicked in the nuts. Have you just seen what's just happened on there? Tactical! Oh my god, guess what? Oh my god, you saved my bacon yet again. Oh man, if I was a different kind of guy, I'd ask you to marry me. Tactical, man, that is insane. What a wicked. Oh my god. Thank you so much, my friend. I seriously appreciate that. Like you wouldn't believe. Wow. Simon Mills. How's your dad? Is cool. I interact with him on Telegram so I can send him videos and blah blah blah. I'm hoping to go and see him at some point soon because it's been a long time. It's been 6 months actually since we moved up here, but he's doing well. He's doing well. Thanks for asking, by the way. That's very kind of you, Simon. Keith White, older prepper living in southwest France. Food prices have risen. Was that 40 cents per item? It's gone a lot more than that over here, my friend. I think you're doing well to have that little increase. People should act online as if in real life. Oh my, do you know what? That is one of the most intelligent comments I think I've had in years. Wow, that's profound. A human. I like your attitude, dude. People should act online as if it was real life. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Okay, you wouldn't just go up to a stranger in a pub, go right up into their face and say, "I hate your videos. You're crap. You don't know what you're doing." You wouldn't do it. Okay, so you know, don't go online thinking you can get away with stuff. One day it'll all come out. Everyone's IP addresses will be revealed by hackers, and yeah, people will have knocks on the doors who have been saying nasty things online. And yeah, your days are coming. Oh dear. Right, let's get on with some of the hellos. Margaret Buckton, my daughter's finally come round to the idea of prepping. Oh, congratulations, that's fantastic news. And I'll tell you this much, from what I'm seeing here at the bug out shop, right, we get a select clientele, shall we say, that actually make it to visit the shop. And I would assume, based on my time there since November last year, 98% of every person that's ever walked in that shop is awake, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there's preppers and there's awake preppers. I hate categorising them, but that's the easiest way I can say it. So lots of awake preppers, which is absolutely awesome. It really is nice to know. So Margaret, congratulations. Steve Wales, I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing good, dude. Thank you. Tactical again, Chris. I know that guy. I thought he disappeared off the face of the earth. I haven't heard from him for ages, and then all of a sudden, not even a bye or hello, and a bam, a baseball bat straight in the gonads, 1 ton on my lap. Oh my days! I still can't believe that. Tactical, dude. Oh, well done, Max Power. Yeah, nice one. The most generous guy I've seen on YouTube. Man, do you know what? I think you could be right. What an amazing person to help people like that. Seriously good. So yeah, well, blimey, there's loads of comments in there. The only thing I can't see is how many people are in the chat. Let me have a look. Yeah, I can't see how many people are in the chat on my phone screen. 130. Wow, that's looking good. Okay, so I could sit here all night saying hello to everyone. So obviously I can't do that. So yeah, Survivor's Dad 101. Sorry I'm late to the party. Listen, no one needs to apologise for being late. Okay, just turn up, chill out, sit down. Obviously you're not watching the TV, so big kudos to you people for tuning in. Right. Okay. Tonight's show, as if you didn't know from the pre-warnings that I posted earlier today, it's Q&A time. So if any of you have got any questions about anything related to prepping, I'm trying to sort of hope that a lot of you guys are going to be asking me questions, anything about food, anything about the economy, and anything about fuel. Okay, so to me, they're the 3 things which I'm really interested to learn about, especially in the UK. All right, I know a hell of a lot what's going on in the USA, but I don't really know much about the UK. It's very strange. Every time I go searching for information online here on the internet in the UK, all I get is mainstream nonsense, page after page after page. There seems to be an information block on independent sources online. All right, it's terrible, but anything in America. There's so many preppers in America awake who are saying how it is, but I can't find any preppers in the UK. So what would be good is if any of you now know of any preppers who make YouTube videos who talk about current events on a daily basis, or maybe every couple of days or in a week, can you put it into the comments? I'll make a note, and what I'll do is when I get some time, I'll find them out and I'll watch some of their stuff and see if I can interact with those guys and maybe get them on a split live stream so we can like chat to each other. That sounds like a good plan, yeah? So okay then, let me see what's going on in there. Full spectrum survival. Yeah, I've been subscribed to Brad for 10 years now, and yeah, he's American. I'm talking about UK preppers who make UK videos. All right. Bjorn. Yeah, he's not UK. UK guys. Okay, I'm subscribed to loads of people, but there's not many in UK. I feel like I'm probably the only one doing this, which is a bit weird. And there must be others out there, surely. But because I haven't had internet for 6 months, I can't really spend time trying to find other preppers on YouTube in the UK who are talking about current events and food prices and farming and all that sort of thing. The things that are really important, okay? Well, here we go. Scottish urban prepper. Right. As I said, I'll be making notes. Right. Scottish urban prepper. That's cool. Thank you very much, Smiley333. Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. Yeah, I've been subscribed to Ralph a few years now. But yeah, he's alright, but I think he's a little bit of that, you know. We need you live more than ever. Run to the woods. Hey dude, good to see you again. Mate, seriously, I'm not joking, right? When I get the internet, and I'm hoping my mate can fix it soon, within a couple of weeks. If it works and I've got internet, trust me, you'll be seeing lots of live streams. I might even try and do them every night. Okay, serious. Because there's so much going on. And like I said, I feel like I'm the only one in the UK doing this stuff. And it's a scary thought. Canadian prepper. Yeah, again, you know, no one from the UK. Ralph, well, I've got a feeling it's in London, but I don't really know. Where is Lone Wolf? Oh, do you mean the old guy used to be friends of myself and Roach? He's gone proper grey man dark. You won't see him online again, okay? I can't say any more than that. It's very top secret. Neil McCoy Ward, yeah, I'm subscribed to Neil. I like his stuff. I don't think he's a prepper. I think he's just starting to prep. I think he's got the gift of the gab with finance for sure. And yeah, I do check with him daily. I love Neil actually. He's over the Isle of Man now. Awesome. What a place to end up. Right. Prepping Essentials is a good UK channel. Alright. Thank you very much. Prepping Essentials. Right. So these are UK. I'm going to put that on top in case I forget. Thank you very much for that. That was Penry the Mild. Okay. Is that a beer, is it? Pint of mild, please. Right. Okay. Let's try and, oh god, I'll touch the wheel and the whole page goes. UK Prepping Shop. Okay, what is that, YouTube channel, is it? Want to start a YouTube channel on family prepping. Should I show my face? Do I worry about people knowing your identity? Fiona M. Do you know what, that was a very serious question. Before I decided to make YouTube videos, I was extremely private. I even walked through the town centre and never shown my face on CCTV. And I never used club cards, always used cash. I was seriously grey man, okay? But it just got to a point where something within told me that I needed to talk. And I got over that fear. If you watch my first ever YouTube video, I think it was Reki with Ellie, my dog, my old dog. And yeah, that took a lot to do that first video, okay? And I remember when I had like 2 subscribers and I was getting no thumbs up and 1 comment maybe. You know, we all started somewhere, I did. Okay, so if you feel that you've got something to value, it's all about fear. You lose the fear, get yourself online. You can disguise your face if you want to. You know, it's absolutely fine. What about the guy who used the kayak a lot? Oh, you're on about Pete Mind Wiseman, Maverick Outdoors. as far as I know, is doing personal training online, working his bum off. He's training to go up the Himalayas again. He is on Instagram at the moment. Maverick Outdoors 1, I think, something like that. So yeah, we're all good. We're all still alive. Right. Okay. Neil McCoy Ward. Yep. He is good. Right. Let me see. There's so many questions on there. Well, this is a question and answers thing, isn't it? Missing Rose Hippie guy at the moment. Rose Hippie guy. I think I'll follow that guy, but I can't remember. Hi Funky. How long would you say we realistically need to prep for? That's a good thing. As long as possible. I used to say it all depends on finances and situations, but I would say a bare minimum of 3 months for the entire family. But if you can extend that to 1 year, I think you'd be doing yourself a huge favour. Okay, and it's not just about food; it's about everything else. In fact, what I'll do is I'll talk about this now because the amount of times I've done live streams and I've said, "Oh, I'll mention that later," and I'll never do. I forget because so much is going on. Right. Prepping and what to get, etc. Right. Like I said, I can only tell you from experience from what I've done, and that was, like I said earlier on in the video. Okay, I don't want to say it again, but that's what I started to do. And it's not only that, the food stuff. It's also thinking ahead. Okay. Now, what would you do? What would you do if there was no shops and there's no way you can buy anything again? Okay. You probably need to buy as much as you could before that happened if you had a bit of a heads up. We have got a bit of a heads up, and I think things are going to get seriously bad, okay, especially with food. And we're only talking about a month or 2 months before the sheep will wake up and realise that, oh my God, food prices are getting expensive and I can't get food at all, okay? I think it's going to be that bad, all right? Seriously that bad. This is based on what we're hearing in America. Like I say, I need to find out what's going on in the UK. If I was living in America right now, I would say you've probably got 1 month to get as much as you can, okay? Sell whatever, get money, get whatever you can. You're going to seriously need it. Okay? Not just food, toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, shampoo, if you're at toilet roll. But don't worry too much about toilet roll because you can use cloths, you can wash them and reuse them, okay? Toilet rolls will take up a lot of room and it's expense you can put onto tins of beans or something, all right? So that's my advice. Yeah, think about things like that. If you're a woman of a certain age, feminine hygiene products, if you know what I mean, okay? Now, I've been led to believe that what's going on in America, there's going to be huge shortages across different types of not just food but other items, okay? And it all sort of stems around to what's happened in the middle of America, Nebraska, etc., hundreds and hundreds of miles around all of that place where lots of the main growing goes on, okay? There's a huge drought at the moment, okay? They're seriously struggling. In fact, there's a lot of farms that won't be planting anything because they've missed that sowing window, okay? If any of you have grown food before, excuse me, you get a very small window to plant certain crops, okay? Now, one of the mainstay crops in the US, and indeed pretty much a breadbasket for the planet, okay? There's lots of food that comes out of the USA, and that's corn, okay? We call it sweet corn, they call it corn. Corn, believe it or not, is used in hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of different applications, okay? Now, this all started when lots of things used to be made with petrol or oil, okay? So, of course, the fake, hyped global warming campaign, shall we say, has got people, some people anyway, to believe that the planet's overheating, the icebergs are going to melt, we're all going to drown. That's complete bullcrap. In fact, it's the opposite. The planet's cooling, okay? And it's getting harder and harder and harder to grow crops. Lots of extreme weather patterns, etc. So what this little farm in the middle of America, they was surrounded by huge, big farms. And Lee, forgive me, mate, if you're listening to this again. I've said it to a few people in the shop, but it's absolutely true. It's a small farm in the middle of America, okay? They went around all of the big, huge industrial farms that surround this little tiny farm, and they're used to seeing corn year after year after year, decade after decade, just growing corn. And this year, no corn. First time that they can remember. They've been there years. Okay, so they went round to drive around and went, "What's going on? There's no corn. What's the crack?" And they said, basically, because of the price of fertilizer, and sweet corn or corn needs a hell of a lot of nutrients to make it grow. Okay, so the price of fertilizer has gone crazy, and it's been really hard to get with the supply issues. So sweet corn or corn is taking a massive hit. Okay, and in fact, all of these farms that are surrounding this little tiny farm are growing soybeans. Okay, now the problem is, like I said, lots of these items used to use petrol, oil. So of course the environmentalists have said you can't keep using oil to make all this stuff. It's not good for the planet. Okay, so we need to go green. We need to use something more environmentally friendly. Let's get corn, and we can analyze it, develop it, and we can extract things from it. We can manipulate it. We can do all sorts of things, genetically modify it for a fact. I think it was 80% plus of all corn comes out of the US is genetically modified, which is an absolute travesty in my opinion. The EU years ago blocked any sort of GM stuff, but I did hear that the UK has accepted to have GM crops, which that's a bloody war crime in my opinion. Okay, but anyway, that's another story for another day. So the problem is corn is used in a lot of things, and believe it or not, spark plugs. You know the spark plugs in your vehicle, and then ceramic. Well, that used to be made with oil-based products to create that ceramic material. Now, believe it or not, they're using starches from corn to go towards making spark plugs. Not just spark plugs, rubber. So anything to do with your footwear, car tyres, vehicle tyres, okay, anything like that is going to have corn in it. So what do you think is going to happen if there's a massive global shortage of corn? There's not going to be these raw materials to manufacture these other materials, not just food stuff, okay? So my advice was, first of all, get food. Once you think you've got enough food, if you can do it at the same time, even better. So try and spread your bets, that's my advice. We're even considering getting footwear for my son right up to the age, I would probably guess, he's about 15 years old. Okay, so 15 years old, I'm hoping his foot size will be the same as mine, because I've got loads of boots and footwear, he can wear mine. So I'm thinking get him 1 year increments of different footwear, getting it all over a period of the next couple of months. If I'm lucky and fortunate enough, I can stow them away, and as he grows up, he's always going to have footwear. Okay, so without footwear, it's crazy. Can you imagine it? Especially if you're growing your own garden, you're living off the land, you're outdoors a lot, the shit's hit the fan. You're going to go through boots and trainers like you would not believe. Okay, and trying to get companies to repair your soles, forget it. Ain't going to happen. They won't be able to get supplied with all of the replacement soles because of the shortage of corn, which goes towards manufacturing said materials. Okay, not only that, foodstuffs. You go into a supermarket and you look around, I'll guarantee you nearly half of everything edible in that supermarket has some sort of corn in it. Corn fructose syrup. Anything sweet. If you look at the ingredients on all of these biscuits, cakes, chocolate, sweets, etc., it's going to have syrup in there. Fructose corn syrup, okay? Starches, it's going to come from corn. So also there's a problem with wheat as well, like we've heard in Russia and Ukraine. That's at 30% give or take of the global food supply. India supplies a lot, China supplies a lot, but guess what? They're looking after their own, they're not exporting much. And of course you've got big problems with weather. Okay, crops are really taking a hit globally. If you find some time and do some research about crop yields and what's gone on last year, and look at what's coming this year, you'll be shocked. And then you'll realise how pressing this situation is regarding food. Okay, you really do need to get as much food as you can. But like I've always said, don't be that guy to go into a supermarket with a trolley and fill it all up with beans and then come back an hour later and keep doing it. Okay, you want to do it stealthily, do it slowly, do it every day if you want to. Wear different clothes, get a different item from the family, go to different shops. Just do it discreetly, okay? Because what you don't want to do is to give it until May, June. And I suspect May, June is the time when it's going to come out probably publicly, I don't know. They're probably going to try and sit on it and keep it quiet. But it's going to be around that time of year when all of the farmers, they sow their crops around about now, okay? And usually May, June's a good indicator of how well the crops are doing, okay? But because there's a huge shortage of fertilizer, okay, globally, not just the UK. In fact, we live surrounded by farms, okay, and they're absolutely in bits. You know, they're used to paying £30, £20 for fertilizer, and now they're paying over 100, and that's on top of all of the diesel prices. You know, red diesel has just gone doubled, tripled. It's just gone insane. So farmers were already struggling with the subsidies, not like they were in the EU. They're struggling, so this is literally nailing that nail in the coffin. Okay, so there's not much food being produced. So my advice is to research what foods and goods are made with corn. Okay, if I had the time, I would do it now. But I could just literally spend an hour here just looking online. Well, I should be chatting to you guys. Okay, so my advice would be research what you can get out of corn as regards food and usable items and products. All right. So yeah, real scary, real quick. Before I answer another question, just a few things before I come online. I checked. Natural gas was up 5.5%. That's a massive jump. Rice was up 4.2%. Rice is going up. Palladium, that's gone over 4%. That's a bit of a jump. Silver, that's gone down to $22.90, I think, per ounce. That's the spot price, don't forget. The closest that you're going to get 1 ounce of pure silver for is going to be over £35, I'm guessing. Okay, so yeah, crazy things that have just happened. Like I was saying about what happened in the US, about the corn, okay, and the weather and the drought. It's a bitch at the moment. I really feel sorry. And in fact, I'm subscribed to this guy, Donz, D-O-N-Z. His name's Mr. Bill from a place called McCook in south west Nebraska, I believe. Lovely guy. I've been following him for years. Man, I prayed for him the other night. You know, he's seriously up against it. Poor bugger. They just had no rain, and it's really bad out there in Nebraska. This actually shocked me today. So if you're a little bit squeamish as regards animal welfare, okay, you might want to leave the room for about 30 seconds or a minute and then come back. Okay, I'm giving you an advance warning now because there are people who are very sensitive to what happens to animals. Right, so if you're of that disposition, right, I'm urging you, please just walk away from the screen or mute it, look away, 30 seconds, okay, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to go straight into it. There's a company called Rembrandt in Iowa. Okay, they had 5.3 million chickens in their food processing facility, should we call it? Okay, now, as some of you don't know, there's a big bird flu epidemic sweeping across the United States, and there's been one confirmed case in China that's gone to humans. That's scary. You can see where this could be going, but bearing in mind this 30-second window I've got to say this, there's one case of bird flu in amongst that 5.3 million flock in that building. Okay, so the decision was made was to kill them all, neutralize them all, euthanize them, whatever you want to call it. So do you know what they've done? It's horrific. They sealed all of the doors and the windows and they turned the temperature up to as hot as possible, and they basically all got cooked alive and killed. Okay. After that, do you know what happened? They let it cool down. They got all of the staff in to take all of them out and dispose of them. Once they've disposed of them all and cleaned everything up, they all got sacked. Okay, so that facility, all them birds, all them members of staff, gone. And that is just one story of one building to do with food and chickens that's happening in the United States right now. Okay, I know, horrified me. And some of you guys been following me on Instagram. I've done a post the other day where there's been, I don't know, I'm guessing there's over 30 now, maybe 40 food processing plants all across the world, not just the USA. And we've even had one in the UK in Essex, a sausage factory got burnt to the ground. Okay, so anything to do with food, all right, processing food, anything to do with fertilizer, okay, it seems, in my eye, that it's been purposely targeted to accelerate this food issue. Okay, it's all part of a big plan. Don't want to go into the politics of it, but that is the bane, that is the bare bread and butter of what I'm trying to say. Okay, so without further ado, going down to the next one, United States dollar, USD, that took a dip of 1.4% GDP, which is gross domestic product. Now, anyone that doesn't know what gross domestic product is, it's basically all of the goods and services and products in that country that are being created. That actually went down. And all the so-called experts that were paid millions, and all these CEOs and all these real high, clever people to deal with finance and stuff, they predicted a 1% rise. So guess who's paying their salaries, and guess who's being told what to say and what not to say. But the truth is, a 1.4% dip. Now, that's in the first quarter, okay? That's in 3 months of this year. Now, I predict the next 3 months, it's going to be the same. And if that happens, technically, the United States at that moment in time will be in a recession. And you know what happens to recessions? It spreads, especially what's going on around the world right now. The UK is going to be into a recession. Okay, so forget about all of the mainstream stuff, what they're saying on the news. Don't waste your time believing in all that BS, because a lot of it's manipulated. You're not being told the whole truth about what's going on out there. You really need to be researching, if you can, what's going on with food supplies, the economy, the cost of living, the price of everything going up, inflation. Hyperinflation is what's coming, and that scares the good Jesus out of me. It really does. Because I've seen stories all around the world of what actually happens. Venezuela, Rwanda, that stuff's real bad. Can you imagine going into a shop and spending £1 on a loaf of bread, and then going back to the same shop in a month's time maybe, and it costs £100, and your wages are still the same? Yeah, that actually happens for real, and it's going to be happening over here at some point. Well, I ain't got a crystal ball, I can't say when. Some people are actually saying this year. Okay, so it's so urgent to get the point across. Get food, get food, get food, get food. Okay? You could probably do without other things at a pinch, but you need food to survive. That's your bare basics. You get food, you get fuel. Okay? If you're lucky enough to get money, you get, if you need to get them tyres and they're getting really thin, get them now, get them soon. Because if they're like, I don't know, £100 a tyre now, and you go back next week, they're like £125 a tyre. Guess what? 4 tyres, you just saved £100 in 1 week. All right, so think about it. Sell stuff if you don't need it, make some money, put it to stuff that you're gonna need. All right. So, and also the last little quick thing I wanted to say before I take some more questions from you guys is Poland is at its gas cut off because they refuse to pay Russia in rubles. Ta-da! How long will it take for Poland to say, okay then, have some rubles? We'll see. So anyway, I'm going to skip from way up there straight down to the most current. So here we go. Salty Soldier, right at the bottom of the pile. UK exports 53% of its food, with more mouse arriving daily. Yeah, go figure. How true is that? Do you know what? I remember being on holiday in Italy years ago, and do you know what? They import hardly anything food-wise, because their food in Italy is so good, it's so fresh, and it's so abundant. They don't need to import food. I had this argument with some guy who said he wants to stay in the EU, and I was going, no, we should get out of the EU. And he said, why? I said, well, you can see what's happening. It's all corrupt. You're going to pay loads of money, and you're going to be told what to do from someone miles away who wasn't even elected. Go figure. That's my opinion, my channel, and I was saying what I'm saying. So, yes, that is going to be a crazy thing coming down the road for sure. Let me see what we've got. Buy vitamin tablets. Yeah, exactly. I've started doing that. 2019, really stocking up on vitamins. I almost saw this pandemic coming. It's weird. I remember doing some real heavy research. I think it was November 2019 about the Spanish flu. I was watching TED Talks for all these like experts. Days and days and days worth of videos. Watching, making notes. I was tinkering with my immune system drink, and I was tailoring it. And I said to my my partner, Saf, I said, like, do you know what? I've got a bad feeling about this flu season. And you know, coughs and colds, I don't want to get coughs and colds. So I sorted my immune system out, and guess what? A few months later, the great you know what happened. 2020. Yeah, it was weird. I was driving up here today to this live stream. I was thinking, do you know what? 2020 really did happen, didn't it? It did. You know, there was queues of all these distances between people. There's all these people wearing masks. There was all these burly security guards outside supermarkets. There was arrows all over the floor telling you where you can and can't walk. There was all these plastic screens in front of the checkouts. There was like you're only allowed a certain amount of these items, like milk, etc. That really did happen. Can't believe it. Well, I really can't believe it. But yeah, that's how quickly they'll get everyone to just jump to their tune. So yeah, we need more people in the UK talking about prepping stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm not talking about NUK. No, that's crazy. Are there any MRE survival food vegan? I think there is. I think the British Army do a vegan range. Okay, they do a halal range. They do a vegetarian range, and they do a range for aliens. They're in little yellow packets. No, I'm joking. Elon Musk buys them, by the way. He can't get enough of them. When anyone thinks Elon Musk is a human being, I think you're seriously deluded. Soon people won't be able to pay rent or mortgages as food will take up part of their income. Yeah, Dave, exactly it, man. That's why I've been telling people for 12 bloody years now, get food. So if something bad does happen, it's not going to affect you as much. But it does cheer me up when I get messages from people saying, like, you know, thank God I listened to all those years ago, because now I've got a year's worth of food. We've moved out of the city, and all thanks to you, and it's the best thing I've ever done. And it's great to really hear that, you know. And, you know, I see it every day. I see people going to the supermarket, and I just know they've got like 2 or 3 days worth of food in the house. I know that they spend 8 hours a day watching bloody Netflix. I know they spent £6,000 on tattoos. I know that they spend £100 a week on cigarettes. I know they spent £200 a week in the pub. I know they spend £150 on Sky Sports, etc. You just have to leave them people alone. There's no point trying to help them. There really isn't. No, that's what scares me. So yes, let's look in for the comments. Right, what is MGM Milan Heat? Milan is an anti-tank missile system. There's 4 rockets that sit in there. Okay, but yeah, it's okay. They're empty. UK prepper man Chris. Hey dude, evening all. Just got in for 15 hours. Yeah, thanks Chris. Chris is one of them good guys that are driving around with big lorries, delivering food and all the rest of it all over the UK. So, love you, Chris. Man, do you know what? If I had time, I'll have to find 10 minutes or 20 minutes with you at the prepper meet and do an interview with you about your experience from learning to drive HGVs and where you're going to be at that point in June, only a couple of months away, to see the changes. It'd be great to have a little interview, and I'll whack up on YouTube, mate. So remind me near the time, I'll try and get that done. London girl. People are waking up now for sure. I'm in shops today. I wasn't the only one buying lentils, beans and rice. Hey London girl, that's a good sign. It really is. It's good to see people getting the right stuff. Me at the moment, you know, every now and again, if I've got a spare few quid, I just get some rice, pasta, rice, pasta, rice, pasta. Keep getting it. That stuff lasts for years. And if any of you see my video about dehydrating it, sorry, not dehydrating it, vacuum sealing it with oxygen absorbers, okay, you're going to whack easy 10 years. Someone actually said 30 years. They will be fine for 30 years. So, yeah, can you imagine 1 kilo pack of pasta in 10 years' time, how much that's going to be? Well, at the moment, I'm spending £1 on it, okay? So, to me, that's a bargain, all right? That's another thing. It might not be that there's a shortage of food, but it's probably going to be that you won't be able to afford it, you know? It's just how it is. So, the way I see things is buy it today, because it's always going to be cheaper than it will be tomorrow. And even in fact, driving up here tonight, the fuel, I filled up on the way home from work and it was 176. On the way back, 2 hours later, it was 180. It's just gone up in 2 hours. Okay, so you really don't know what's going to happen in the future, but do what you can as soon as you can to make sure that you've got enough for you and your loved ones, okay? Food, fuel, heating, etc. All right, so anyone wants to ask me some questions, please can you put it in capital letters on the screen where I can see? That would be awesome. Tracy, Sunny, hey, it'll make a turd, laugh out loud. Oh, hello, Sunny. Oh, God love you. Oh, wow. I'll probably missed part of the conversation. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to know a gentleman who is on the brink of starting a business where we can offer freeze-dried food that you do yourself. We did consider doing it here in Bilf in Wales, but a new idea is it could be mobile. Okay, so you could literally come over here, you take the van away with everything in a solar panel, the whole thing, take it away for a day, a week, 2 weeks, pay for the loan or the rent of that facility, and then freeze dry all of your own food and then just return a vehicle, book a slot, etc. That could work, okay? Because I'll tell you this much, when I started working with Lee at the Bug Out, November, I think I started November the 1st, as my first day last year. Those 25-year shelf life tins of freeze-dried food was £32.99. Now, in 6 months, they are £61.99. Okay, so what does that tell you? Food's going up, and if you don't get it today, you're going to pay more tomorrow. Okay, may not tomorrow, but in some time soon. Okay, it's only going to get more expensive. It's not going to get cheaper. And has anyone found any shortages like oil in the supermarkets? Yeah, I know. They said it, didn't they? So, okay, looking for some questions. No one's giving me questions in capital letters. Someone said best batteries for long-term storage, not rechargeable ones. In my opinion, the best ones I got is the lithium one. Lithium. I was going to say Lithuania. Lithium batteries, the Energizer, the silver ones. They're really good, and I bought some back in 2013, and it said an expiry date of 2023, which is next year. Okay, so 10-year on some batteries is pretty good. That's my opinion. So yeah, let me see what's been going on here. Right, capital letters. What's this? Cansbowl or Garberg? Ha ha ha. Both. Sorry, I had to. I've got both myself, and they're both good knives. So yeah, right. What would make a suitable bunker for fallout? Run to the woods. Ah, good question. I suppose a lot of people are concerned about nuclear war, nuclear fallout, etc. I'm not really. If it happens, you know, you're gonna have to deal with it. But if you really want to go down that road, I do know people in America, friends of mine, North Carolina, and where's the other one? Ohio, I think it is, in South Ohio. What they've done is they hired an excavator, right, for the weekend. They dug a huge, great big hole, and they put a shipping container in there, and they buried it with about 6 foot of earth on top. And before they'd done that, they put pipes up, and they put ventilation systems in there. So that was just the start of what they'd done, and then they expanded on that over time because it cost a lot of time and a lot of money to do something like that. So that's what they've done. The same sort of outlook on life as myself. I really needed to get out of the city because living in the city is suicide for what's coming. Or you really need to do what you can to get out of the city. Okay, so I decided to just go, and yeah, I knew it was going to be a struggle, and it is. It is a struggle out here. But over time, it will get better. Okay, all the time you're saying, "I want to do it tomorrow. I can't do that because you're never going to do it." You just have to just go. Do you know what? I'm doing it. Okay, you find a place, you rent it, you look for a job, you find it, you sell everything, and you go. That's what I've done. All the time you're thinking, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't like the colour of that front door," or "Oh, that job. I don't know if I can stand up for 8 hours a day," or whatever it is. Okay, you're staying there. You're not moving. So you know, I do the same thing with that bunker idea. Okay, just get it done. Just dig the hole, get the container, put it in there, then start slowly doing it. Don't just sit there going, well, if we buy that next month and we buy that next month, maybe we can hire that the month after and do that. By then, guess what? Everything's doubled in price. You've missed your chance. Okay, you're losing money. You're pouring money down the toilet. So that's what my advice would be if you wanted to make a suitable bunker. Would be a shipping container buried. Some people in America, I think they've got a school bus and chuck that in the ground because they're solid. Them school buses are. But yeah, obviously one's going to rot faster than the other. Go figure. Right, what's that? Sanitize our drinking water with Milton. Oh right, is that a question? Or are you just saying that's what you do? But hey, go careful. You only want about 1 drop per litre of that. You put too much and you keep drinking that. I can imagine an intake of bleach over time is seriously going to ruin your insides. Right, another question in capital letters. London girl again. Frankie, my coffee went up £3.90 to £8. Wow. What's the highest new price of your regular preps? Oh, that's a good question actually. Do you know what? Funny enough, I drink Lava Java by Taylor's, and it's always been about £3 a bag to buy. And oh man, thanks for your donation. Whoever sent that, I'll get down to that in a minute. Thank you very much indeed. It's very kind. Yeah, been drinking that. It's like £3 a bag. Now it's gone up to £3.50 a bag. It used to be on offer for £2.50, 2 bags for a fiver. But it is what it is. You just buy it at that price, okay? But what's the highest new price on one of your regular preps? Oh damn! I would probably fuel because I store fuel. Gas bottles is a good one. One of the local farm retailers that I get my gas bottles, get 15 kilo blue gas bottles. Take an empty one in there and you swap it for a brand new one, full up. Okay. Now in there, 15 kilos of colour gas is £40, 40. Okay. Now it's a bit more than what it has been over the years, but it's gone up slowly, not too bad. There's a local village shop about 10 miles away from where I live. They're going for £48. So there's an £8 difference. So I don't know, really. It's a hard question. I mean, I'd have to go through my till receipts to see, because I just get it all when it's on offer, and you know. No, I can't say off the top of my head. Sorry, what the most expensive one is. The bug out bunkers sounding like a plan. Lee, you said you were going to give up construction, man. Oh, survival management group looking sharp. Hey, dude. Aye. All good. Oh yeah, thanks for that jacks earlier, mate. I'll sort you back out when I get to the prepper meet. I can't be having you throwing jacks at me. You naughty boy. Right. Let me see. I'm looking for questions. Any capital letter questions? Simon Mills, £5. Thank you very much for your donation, sir. That's very kind. He says in the super chat, cheers, Funky. Great stream. As former Royal Marine, been with you from the start. Great advice you give. Stay safe. Oh man, seriously appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, that's cool. Royal Marines have always got my respect. In fact, if you saw the previous video I've done just before this, the Rock to Recovery is set up by 2 Royal Marines, and hence the global laurel at the start of the video. So happy days. Right, let me have a look. Fiona M, water storage question. Can you keep it in big clear drums in a garage with plastic roof, i.e. if it gets hot in the summer, will it go off? My advice about storing anything, food, drink wise, cool dark place, okay? A garage, if it's cool, yeah. If not, I'll tell you what is a way, and it requires a lot of hard work, but it's true, okay? Have you ever wondered when people die, when they get buried in a cemetery, they're buried 6 foot under? Have you ever wondered why it's 6 foot? And that's across the world. And that's because 6 foot below the surface is always a constant temperature. I think someone said 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, okay? So 6 foot under the ground, on top of the ground, it could be minus 50, covered in snow, blowing a hoolie. But 6 foot under that ground will be 50 degrees. And that's pretty good for storing food and water and things like that. So if you really had no choice and you couldn't store anything, My advice was to dig a 6-foot hole, which is going to be a pain, obviously. And you can line it all, box it all off with wood, etc. And then you just cover it over, I guess. That will store indefinitely, okay? And you can remove it all, etc. Be fine. Right, P Anon, Dave. Hi, mate. Mate, you better move out of the city, Dave. Every week you'll stay in there, man. You'll you're treading on thin ice, brother. Seriously, man, get yourself in the rural areas as soon as possible. Meat is going to get expensive, and less quantity shelves are much more empty. Yeah, I've been saying it. Oh man, I don't want to be a big head and say I said it years ago, but I did. This is one of the reasons why I decided to go vegan back in the day. I think I've done it 3 or 4 years. Full vegan, never touched meat, never touched cheese, never touched eggs. I never felt better. My health improved like you wouldn't believe. It was incredible. I saved a fortune because I wasn't spending money on meat, on cheese and eggs and milk and all that sort of stuff. It really helped, and I think over that 3 4 years my body learnt how to deal with living without meat. So my body's already been programmed to survive without meat. And if I had to stop meat, it wouldn't bother me at all, because I've already gone through that withdrawal process. And let me tell you, the hardest thing was cheese. Believe it or not, meat was easy to give up. Cheese was a real bitch. It really was a real bitch. So yeah, meat is going to get expensive. I remember telling my friend Chunky Prepper, Steve, if anyone knows how Steve is, tell him I'm saying hi and all that. I said to him, mate, I said, if you really love your meat and really enjoy your meat, my advice to you would be is to buy as many chest freezers as you can and stockpile as much meat as you can. Okay, this was like 2 years ago. If he did, he'd have had about 7 or 8 big chest freezers, ram-packed. One with sausages, one with burgers, one with steaks, one with joints, etc. Okay, and just keep them ticking over, and slowly but surely just dip into them when the price of meat goes through the roof, or when it becomes really scarce that you just can't get hold of it. Okay, so yeah, Dave, you're right. Meat is going to go through the roof because of the cost it takes to produce. All right. So let me have a look. Scrolling down. Wow. Let me see. Right at the bottom now. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Let's talk about Lee doing nuclear bunkers at the bug out. Gee whiz. Right. It's looking good. Ban hammer. I don't know what ban hammer means. Oh, someone's been naughty. Best cams. Oh, there's been some spam going on. Thanks for the moderators for sorting it out, by the way. I don't know what's going on. It's really weird, isn't it? Right. More questions. I can't see any questions. Has anyone got any questions, by the way? God, it's getting cold. Temperature's dropping. It says 8 degrees on my screen, but I beg to differ. Feels like it's about 5. Wow, I can't believe it. This is a Q&A thing and no one's got any questions. Any questions, put in full capital letters, caps lock. Just do a whole message in capital letters, then I'll find it. Because there's 191 people currently in the chat. So yeah. So okay, with that being said, I want to go right down to the most current. Right, can tomorrow be more than the end of today? Oh. Right, what is the ideal weight for a 100 litre bug out bag? Charlie. Oh, what a question. Like I say when we do the bugging out courses here at the bug out, okay? Every single bug out bag should be unique, all right? Every single bug out bag should be different than anyone else's, okay? It's got to be different. It's got to be just for you, okay? So, like I said, if you watch a video I've done a few videos ago about what you need to do before building a bug out bag, that will answer your question. It saves me repeating it all. John Curley, hey, thanks for your donation, sir. Anyone know a good greenhouse heaters? Well, I'll tell you, I use a company called Valor, Valor, I think it is. You can go on eBay and put paraffin heaters, and you'll see the word Valor come up. Now, some of them are really small. Okay, you're probably looking at about 2 to 3 feet in height, probably about 10 inches in diameter, give or take. Yeah, you just put some paraffin in there. You'll adjust the flame on low. You'd light it as the temperature starts to drop. Seal up your greenhouse, and that should be good to go. Okay. Valor, very good. I've been using them for years. I think I've got 1, 2. I think I've got 3 now. I sold some, but I think I've got 4 paraffin heaters now, so I've got what I need. There you go, Fiona M. Have you had the cheaper crossbows back in stock? I think they're about £50. You want about the pistol crossbows? No, me and Lee was chatting about this recently, and the problem that we're finding is lots of it is made overseas, and we just can't get any. Okay, we're trying every week, chasing them up. What have you got? What have you got? Nothing. Zero stock. Zero stock. Zero stock. So, you know, the weird thing was, you know, we've been saying this for a long time now. Get all this stuff before it's either naughty to own, shall we say, or you just can't get them. And now we're approaching the point now where you just can't get them. So, yeah, that's another thing to do. If you haven't got any sort of items like that, shall we say, spend a lot of time and effort finding them. Okay, but Fiona M, don't cry, darling. I'll give you a cuddle. It's all right. As soon as we have some in stock, right, I'll let you know. I don't know how to contact you. Are you on Instagram? If you are, you can send me a private message, and I can get in contact, and we can get something sorted out. Because, you know, if there is a miraculous chance that we do get a big stock of crossbows coming again, you'll be on the list. Okay, not a problem at all. What's this? 16-meter lead shot out of a catapult. I call them man-stoppers. Oh, you saying things like you'll know what you get told off. Right, anyone got any questions in capital letters? Right. Richard Chapman, have you got a bunker? I wouldn't say yes, and I wouldn't say no, for personal reasons. No, I wish I had. No, I haven't really. I did have at the other house, but we had to move from there. But yeah, do you know what? Speaking of bunkers and digging, we live on a mountain, as some of you know, and we was digging a plot to put some potatoes in, and we're nearly done it. But I'll tell you this much, right? My God, when I thought digging up a garden and removing stones was a thing, this is a thing, right? Well, I'm not joking, right? This is not exaggeration, okay? A lot of people exaggerate, but this is God's honest truth. We're digging a plot about 10 foot by about 5 foot, 10 foot by 4 foot, something like that, okay? Just to see how it went in the soil, right? So we're digging along, we're putting out little stones like this at first, then they're getting like to about this big, like big heavy rocks to lift up and get out. Then we found one, my partner found it. Every time she put the fork down, it's like tink, and every time she moved, chink. And I'll tell you what, we still don't know how big this thing is, but if you think of a pillow, it's bigger than a pillow. And we don't know how deep it is. We've gone down about 7 inches and it still keeps going. So it's like a huge, like almost like a tombstone, whoop, at an angle like this, and we're just gonna have to grow on top and around it. It's right smack bang in the middle of the plot. So yeah, if you want to dig a bunker on the side of a mountain, you're gonna need serious power tools, probably plant. Okay, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. All right, here we go. RC, is that Roman Catholic or RC as in a bit RC? I'm only joking. When do you think the cashless society will come into force? The cashless society, they're already pushing it, aren't they? Let's be honest. But I think if you look at what's going on in Sweden, we seriously considered moving out there about 3 years ago now. And they're already cashless out there then. Okay. Cashless in the UK, I would say there's always going to be cash in the UK. It's going to end up in a black market. All right. I think the UK will be completely cashless within 2 years, and that's conservative. Probably a year from now, give or take. That's my prediction. All right. So yeah, that's why I've always said, you know, they're forcing everything to be track and traceable on every single thing that you do in your life. All right. I'm not going to go conspiratorial as regards the 5G grid smart network. Okay, lots of you already know. I don't need to go on about that. But everything will be controlled digitally. All right. So cash, you can't really track. Okay, I can go into a shop anywhere in the UK, buy something with cash, walk out of there, and no one knows what I've got. You do it with a card, they know. They know what time you was there, what you bought, etc. All right. So cashless, very very bad thing to do. That's why I've always said, stock up on barterable, useful items. So items that you think are going to be useful for what you think is coming down the road. What I'm seeing coming down the road is going to be very expensive to heat your home. It's going to be very expensive to eat food. Okay, so what would you think about doing about them two things? Find some way of heating your home for a reasonable price. Find a way to store it. See how long it stores for. Food, the same thing. Find food that's affordable, food that you like, food that's storable. Okay, get them, because the bare basics which humanity needs is heat and food, shelter. Okay, so concentrate on those things. Try not to be sidetracked by all the other myriad of items that people are telling you to get. Okay, food, get food, get food, get food. Okay, if one person listens to this and they've only got 3 days of food in the house and they're starting to get a bit, you know, I can see some bad crap coming down the road. You know, you're not alone. Trust me. There's millions, right? Like us, there's millions of preppers in the UK, more than you probably realise. All right, and they've all got lots of food, or they're getting food, but they're doing it discreetly over a period of time. A true prepper will never go into a store, run around in there, and buy 100 toilet rolls with 10 members of his family. Okay, that's not what prepping's about, and we're against all of that sort of thing. Right, so yeah, that's what I think. Wild Camper, hey dude, I hope you're going to the prepper meet. I was telling my partner about your lad when you come that year. Apologies, have already asked, discussed, just got in. Any news on the preppers meet? Oh my god, small world. Yeah, Rob, I've done a video. If you look on my channel page, go down through videos, you'll see a Union Jack logo, and it will say the UK Summer Prepper Meet 2022. Very short video, there's booking links, everything you need to know is on there, and yes, it's at Church Farm in Ardley. Be great to see you again, mate. Awesome, always nice to bump into you. Here's another question. We've got 15 minutes left, so hit me with them questions. I'll try to get through as many as I can, okay? Do you think keeping live animals for food is a good idea? Absolutely. Yeah, 100% absolutely. In fact, they do that in the Far East, okay? Because of the depth of poverty in the Far East, not many people, if not at all, have refrigeration, okay? They keep chickens alive. They buy them at market alive, okay? They slaughter them prior to eating them. So they don't need to spend money on keeping them cold, okay? They can just go and get one, sort it out, strip it, clean it, cook it, and man, the taste of that chicken will be so much better than the junk that you get in Tesco's, like £8 for 6 chicken breasts. That's not even real chicken, I don't think. It's pumped full of so much chemicals. So yeah, keeping live animals for food, absolutely great idea. Yeah, well said that, man. Right, looking for capital letters. It's going down the hill. Right. I'm planning on being there. Wild Camper, cool. Right, this is Gorilla Shadow Man. We need a way to communicate with other preppers and shit at the fan. Yeah, we do. That's one of the things that Lee was very big on when he started the bug out shop. Okay, and you know, when I met Lee, when we got chatting, and yeah, do you know what? It's hit it off on the same page. The prepper shop is a truly unique. Sorry, the bug out. Sorry, not the prepper shop. It's for preppers. It's called the bug out. It's a truly unique place where people come into the shop when it's open, and we talk. And lots of the time they buy stuff too, which always helps if you're running a shop, right? But they talk, and like I said to the foot of this video, that I would say over 98% of every single person that's walked through that door has been an awake prepper. Okay, not just someone. Yeah, we've had a few. I'm new to this. What do I get? And we advise them as best as we can based on the experience that we've gained for our prepping journey, and we help them. And sometimes they help us with stuff because we don't know everything, see. So it's a real community prepping hub, the Bug Out shop in Wales. Loads of people come in there and loads of people meet each other in the shop. They exchange details and they go around each other's houses. They check out their off-grid systems. They learn from each other, pass ideas, contacts. Oh, I'll get my firewood from so-and-so. It's cheaper than so-and-so. It's a real prepper community here. Seriously real. Okay. So preppers need to communicate. And do you know what? It's one of them things which always gets left to the back of the shelf. All preppers need to have some way of communication without their smartphone. And I am guilty as well. I've done a ham radio course. I've got ham radio equipment. I chose not to get the qualification or the license. I'm not keen on the authorities coming around my house to inspect my equipment. Just like I don't own a firearm. I don't want authorities coming around my house whenever they want to inspect my equipment and use that as an excuse to get into the property, and then anything else can happen which I don't want to think about. Okay, so my way of thinking is I learn how to use the equipment. I know how it works. I'll get the equipment. I listen now and again when I need to use it. When things have gone bad, I'm pretty sure no one's going to care about, oh, you can't transmit. When things have gone bad, when there's no rule or law, when everything's gone bad, trust me, no one's going to knock on your door and say, excuse me, you haven't got a license, you can't transmit on that frequency. That's never going to happen. So if you're one of them guys, get it out of your head, all right? That's all I'm saying about that. But yeah, preppers need to communicate with other preppers, for sure. Right, let me see. Looking for questions. Thank you for answering my question. Just take care. You're welcome. Any more questions? We got 10 minutes. Anyone questions? What can we talk about if no one's got any questions? Yeah, if any of you guys are seriously considering growing food this year, do it. Okay, just do it. Find a spot in your garden which gets the most sun, the most shelter from wind, okay, and just dig up that grass, okay. Lawns, grass is one of the biggest cons in human history, okay. Can you imagine if everyone dug up their lawns all over the world and they filled it with vegetables and fruit and herbs? Can you imagine? We wouldn't have any problems with food shortages then, would we? No. I mean, ask yourself this: would you rather have a nice big flat bowling green lawn where you can roll a football around or sit your little deck chair on and have your pims, or would you rather have it full up with potatoes, aubergines, carrots, tomatoes, oranges, whatever you want to grow? I'll tell you this much: things are going to get expensive real soon. Okay, get food, grow food. That is the easiest way I can explain things to you guys who are new to this. Grow food. Okay, find room. And listen, I know some of you are going to say, I live in an apartment, I live in a flat, I've got no room, I can't do it. Okay, I'm disabled, I can't do it. Do you know what? All the time we say you can't, you're not going to. Okay, trust me, there's people in your neighbourhood, and here's a thing, here's a cool thing. Go around your neighbourhood, look for elderly people who have got a good garden and offer to grow food on their garden. They can have some and you can have some. Guess what? Because you live in a block of flats, you ain't got to worry. Stands to reason. Lots of people have got gardens, some people haven't got gardens. Make friends with people who've got gardens and offer to help. You're going to learn, they might get interested and learn with you. Make mistakes, form a relationship or a friendship. Fantastic. We need to grow together. Simple as that. It's not hard, is it, really? It's not hard at all. My bath is full of cress. What a lovely way to lay down. Journey in quest. Right, here we go. Keith White, capital letters. Thank you very much, Keith. Last question. Do you store your food and gear away from your property just in case of an emergency? Oh, God. Someone's coming. Oh, my God. It's not going to be that angry Welshman, is it? All right, Lee. So, that's a good question. I would say yes and no. I would store some food at your place and some food away from your place, okay? Because like I said in most videos, always edge your bets. I knew the angry Welsh guy was coming. You might have to kneel down unless you were clever enough to bring the chair over from the shop.
I thought perhaps you were staying in it.
Prince Dana, no, I'm going in about 5 minutes.
How's it going?
Can you see this? It's the man with no head. There he is. You see about the question about the bunkers? You're going to the bunker business now, eh? That'd be wicked, that would. Oh, blimey.
Is it going alright?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we had like 120 odd people. No, sorry,
190,
200.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad considering been off the live streams for a while. So not as many questions as I would have hoped, but there's a few. Fiona says hi, Lee. And Metallic Reality, she says hi, Lee. Everyone's saying hi. So what do you think we should do a live stream together one night? Lee's just put his packed lunch in the floor, sorry about that. There he is. Yeah, about doing a live stream one day.
Yeah.
We'll do it one now. Just
well,
for a
yeah.
couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? What do you reckon? See what I mean, mate? How easy it is on the screen.
Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah.
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 Oh,
If you haven't done so already, give a live stream a thumbs up. Yeah, Tactical, man. That guy.
Awesome, isn't he?
Come out the blue and kick me straight in the nuts.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that one. Absolutely legend. Gareth BKW. Wow. There's a guy called Funky Pepper. Laugh out loud. Gareth, do yourself a favour. Do what you can and get to the prepper meet. We all miss you, mate. You've only been once. You need to go. Make it happen. Evening Lee. Tactical. Hey. How much do the Milan cases cost to ship? Is it £2,000?
Yeah, more than what they're worth, anyway.
Yeah. As I say, they're only 20 quid. They're really cheap, but I think it all depends on what courier you use. So my advice is have a look on the Bug Out website. You'll see them on there. It will say sold out, but it should say the dimensions and stuff. So.
Yeah.
So work out the dimensions and the weight. Contact a courier. Find out how much it will cost. Contact numerous couriers so you can get a good price, and then go from there. But if it's just one you want, maybe we could sort something out. But
we've still got loads.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's basically it. It's all down to the courier, mate, because there's no way that we can walk into the post office with one of those. No way, Jose. Oh, bloody hell. It's only getting fresh, isn't it?
It's cooled off.
It says 8 degrees. I said, that's full of crap, that is.
Yeah.
I'll say it's... Well, do you grow microgreens? You can eat 5 days and grow indoors. Do you know what? My partner was looking into doing that in 2020 when all this madness started, and we never got around to doing it. But yeah, when we get some time, I think we'll definitely try that, because it's definitely, you can eat them within a week, can't you? And yeah. I think it was Adapt 2030, David Dubane was saying about that the other day. Very good thing to do. How long to store fuel? Good question. I think petrol is like 6 months. If you put stabiliser in it, you could make it a year. Diesel, no more than a year, I'd say. Paraffin, forever. I love paraffin. Gas bottles, they pretty much last forever, don't they?
Yeah.
So pretty much the short answer there. I'll be in touch. Okay. What's this? Did you ever cover? What's that? Did you ever cover what to do in a nuke situation? Yeah, I did actually in a few videos back. And bend down, kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
Pretty much, isn't it?
That's basically what they taught in the army, was just duck and cover.
It was, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But, oh my god, it's a mushroom cloud. Lay down in front of it and cover your nuts.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
That was, man. Yeah. That is absolutely true. And I showed you the actual demonstration picture in the manual, genuine manual. That is what it is. But yeah, go back a few videos and it will say real reasons to bug out, I believe. So if you find that video, give it a watch and it'll answer your question there. Here we go. Now, I've probably been asked many times, what's going to happen in the cities? I'll tell you what's going to happen in the cities. Complete hell. That's what's going to happen in the cities. And it's going to be a matter of time. I can't tell you when, I ain't got a crystal ball, but the way things are going, you know, with like people getting desperate, they can't afford food, they can't eat, what they're going to do? They're going to try and find food, and they're going to do anything they can to get all of it. Especially if they've got kids, you know, they're going to need to sort their kids out. So yeah, my advice, if you're bugging in the city, make sure you've got at least 10,000 rounds of ammo, numerous weapons, cleaning kit, lots of toilet roll and baked beans and bacon as well.
That sounds about right, yeah.
I think that's all you need. And like, yeah, weld all of your metal doors and windows shut too.
Like you said, I think when it push comes to shove,
Mm.
when people are desperate, you'll be surprised what human beings will do, and
Oh,
they'll turn nasty.
yeah. I've heard it all the time from. I've had friends in combat, and they're saying, you know, when they've been out to war-torn areas and stuff, you know, they can see how quickly things change. And we've all been bubble wrapped. Most of us have never experienced bad stuff. But yeah, human beings are capable of serious evil things. And when they're hungry, when they're tired, when they're at rock bottom, yeah, trust me, most of us have got that button. You press it, turns into a complete nutcase. So yeah, try to do something about getting out of the cities, okay? Bug in or bug out. I would bug in as long as possible until my immediate situation got threatened, i.e. if I was in the street and gangs are going door to door, you probably left it too late, but you want to go just before a time like that. So leave right up to the last minute, because your house is your house, it's your home, isn't it? You know, everything's there, you've got security there, etc. Food.
It's having a plan B as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always like military thing. Always have a plan B. You know, an RV, one DP. Always have something to do if something changes the program. And the program would be, there's 2 transit vans just parked around the corner and they're kicking someone's door in. I know I heard gunshots. Not a good time to bug in, unless, like I said, you've sorted with ammo and weaponry and things like that. But in the UK, not everyone's got that. So yeah, crazy. Deep in the bunker. It's live now. Do you mean, is it live now? Yeah, this is live. Hello. Run to the woods, desperate measures. Yeah. I can't wait to bug out. No, bloody hell. Trust me, you'll cry your eyes out when you do. Horrible thing to have to do, but it's a necessity. At the end of the day, all this is survival in the 21st century. People have been surviving on this planet since, what, 5 billion years or whatever. And just different ways to adapt and survive what comes. You know, everything changes, and there's a lot changing right now, as you're probably aware of. But the main thing that I can see is food getting really hard to find, getting very expensive. The same with fuel. You know, expensive and hard to find. The amount of times I'm in the petrol stations and all the diesel pumps are just got like covers over them, can't use them, no diesel. Oh wow. Driving around, you're burning the diesel out. Oh, I wish I had 5 jerry cans of diesel back in my garage now. I knew I should have done that rather than got another subscription for Netflix and bought that new tattoo for 400 quid.
Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today, isn't it? So if
there you go.
So
you heard from the horse's mouth right there.
So if it's an opportunity to get something, do it now.
Yeah.
Because you might wait next week and it's not available. It's too late.
That's what I said earlier, same sort of thing. It's like, I'll guarantee you, whatever the price is of something today, it will be dearer tomorrow. If not tomorrow, very soon, okay? Like I said about the car tyres, classic example. You think, okay, a car tyre for your vehicle right now, £100 each. And you think, I'll get it next week. Next week you go back there, they're £125 now. Ah, I knew I should have got it when it was 100 quid. Now, I've got to spend another 100 quid on my vehicle getting them tyres. Try and get what you can as soon as you can. And if you're strapped with money like most of us have, find a way. Everyone's situation's unique, and there's no way I can advise everyone because everyone's different. So what I done was I just sold off all of the stuff I didn't need or didn't want or didn't like, made as much money as possible, and exchanged it for food items and useful things that I felt I am going to need, judging by how this crap's turning out now. So that is it. Time's up, everyone. Oh my God. Paolo, he's the guy who put loads of money towards the camera. The camcorder. Thanks, brother. My God. Snuck in at the end. You've got me a sucker punch there, didn't you? Fair play. Good to see you. Amazing work as always. Thanks, mate. And like I said earlier in the video, if you was watching earlier, I don't know if you just joined, but I'm hoping to get the internet done real soon, within the next 2 weeks. And once that's done, there'll be more live streams, okay? So it'll save me driving all the way up here every time. Series, rural, best location. Yeah, for sure. Never a truer word spoken. I ain't going back to the city. You ain't going to check back to that city now. No, I've had a taste of this life and it's too cool for school.
It's warmer in the city, mind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's warmer, but what you got to put up with?
Yeah.
You got to put up with like loads of drum and bass, like theft, crime, vandalism, nowhere to park, traffic, stinky fumes, everyone looking at you, no privacy. Nah, bye bye. Right, run to the woods. thank you very much for the donation. You guys have been absolutely awful. Awful? Awesome. Oh my god. I need a drink. I'm going to get home and have my cider. Wicked. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. You guys have been awesome. Guess what? I've got to get up and do this. Oh, because I'm too far away. I've got to touch my phone. So now the end. Final curtain. Ugh. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.